Thank you. Just what that is. Right. Sandwich Tollbridge Fund. Item 1. Approval for apologies for absence of the same approval.
Apologies from Councillor Paul Carter, Deputy Mayor, due to work commitments, Councillor Danielle Carter, due to work commitments, and Councillor Anne Fox, due to a family commitment.
Okay.
Second.
All in favour of that? Yeah, thank you. Item 2, declarations of interest. Everybody? No. Item 3, minutes to approve the minutes of the ordinary meeting of Sandwich Town Council as trustee of Sandwich Tollbridge Fund held on the 31st of October 2022, attachment 1. You all happy?
Recommend approval.
Recommend. Proposer, seconder, all in favour? Oh, got 3 abstentions.
No, the thing about the Chelsea magazine,
Yeah,
is that investigated?
yeah, I think it was, because it was part to do with the weddings, so it's 50% weddings and 50% to do with the museum. And it was to do with the Visit Britain, so it's quite a prestigious magazine, so I think it has been resolved, hasn't it?
Yeah, and the CEO has got delegated powers currently for tourism, and that
Okay,
was
Councillor.
approved.
As approved, yeah, okay.
Is any evaluation being done of whether that advert has generated any business? Do we know?
Well, it's a bit early to say, isn't it, really?
Yes, but I'm just asking, is any evaluation being done? I mean, it's quite a large amount of money, and it would be nice to know if it's worked at all.
I can find out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will have to speak to the CEO and the museum coordinator to find out what they're doing regarding monitoring visitors.
Is it just one advert? Or 2
It's
adverts?
about a 4-page spread in a magazine.
Just on 1 month though?
Yeah.
But it's gone to a group. It's gone to a.
Well, it's a Chelsea publishing group, isn't it?
It's gone to everywhere. It's gone
Yeah.
to quite a few
So it's
magazines.
in the,
No, it's only gone to 1 magazine.
yeah, Chelsea Publishing Group publish loads of different magazines.
That's it.
They do a yachting one,
Yeah.
they do Visit Britain, and these have gone in the Visit Britain, and they already done a bit on Sandwich, and that's when they approached the CEO, whether, as they're doing a cover already, a story on medieval Sandwich, whether they should like to do some adverts to link in with that, to do with the weddings and Millie, to do with the museum. So I think it's money quite well spent.
Well, we don't know. I mean, it would
Well,
be
you
nice
can't
to-
find out yet, Cambridge too soon.
That's how we find out if
We'll
we
have
get
to
lots of
find out.
bookings for weddings.
That's right, yeah.
Would it,
So,
sorry, would a British person read View Britain? Visit Britain? Because we're already here.
Visit Britain is the national tourist. It's the national tourist board. It's for whole of Britain. Visit Britain is the UK's tourism board.
So it's not owned by Chelsea Magazines?
Chelsea Magazine run the magazine on their behalf, on Visit Britain's behalf.
Okay, so it won't attract anyone from Britain. We would have been better off to put it in Visit Kent.
As I said to you, Visit Britain is for the whole of the UK, so it goes to all. Visit Britain's magazine will go all over the UK, so everybody will see it. It's not
Anyway.
just about the weddings; it's about the town that it is.
Anyway.
as a whole.
Okay,
Been paid on this
I
everything.
understand what you're saying.
Huh? It also goes to America, Councillor.
Okay,
people in
that's
the-
good. That's good. But
So it's
most of our
worldwide. It's not
tourists
just
are
Britain. Okay.
British, aren't they?
Okay. So, where are we? To approve the minutes. That's what we're doing, isn't it? Yeah. Minutes. To approve the minutes of the ordinary meeting of Sandwich Town Council as trustees of Sandwich Tollbridge Fund held on 31st of October 2022, attachment 1. So you happy with that? you have a proposal and a seconder? Proposer, seconder, all in favour? Couple of abstentions, okay, thank you. 4. Payment schedules. 1. To approve the Sandwich Tollbridge Fund schedule of payments for November, attachment 2.
Recommend approval.
Seconder, yeah, all in favour? Oh, we've got one abstention, one against. Or 2 abstentions, 3 abstentions, 1 against. Okay. That's passed, isn't it? Okay, thank you. 3. To approve the Museum and Archives payment schedule for November, attachment 4. You have a proposal? Councillor Williams. All in favour? Lovely, thank you.
I think we must.
You missed item
We
2.
just-
It's 2, oh, okay, sorry. Talking about, okay. 2. To approve the minutes, to approve the Sandwich Tollbridge Fund Guildhall schedule of payments for November, attachment 3. So,
no, attachment, what about attachment 2, no?
We just voted.
we just done that one, haven't we?
Number
I
2.
thought you just said museum and archives, and I was going to.
Yeah, well, I jumped one, didn't I? I went from 1 to 3 instead of 1 to 2.
So we voted on the.
We voted on 1. We're on 2 now.
Recommend approval for number 2, Mr. Chairman.
Second, yeah, all in favour? 1, 2, 4 against, 1 no. Okay, passed. 3. To approve the Museum and Archives payment schedule for November, attachment 4.
No.
Second, all in favour? 1, 2, 3, 4 against. Okay. Item 5. Finances and investments. To receive and note the Sandwich Tollbridge Fund statements of account as at 31st October 2022, attachment 5.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
unless anybody has any objections or anything they'd like to raise, suggest we take item 5 on block.
I'd like, oh, of course, this is nothing against Councillor Sampson, but I would like you to take them each one, because number 4, I'm fine with.
That's fine.
So 1, 2 and 3 you could take all together if you want.
Okay, you happy with that?
Yeah.
1, 2 and 3. To receive and note Sandwich Tollbridge Fund statements of account as of 31st October 2022, attachment 5. 2. To receive and note the Sandwich Tollbridge Fund Guildhall statements of account and petty cash as at 31st October 2022, attachment 6A and 6B. 3. To receive and note the Sandwich Guildhall statement of accounts as at 31st October 2022, attachment 7. So, proposal and a second.
Second.
All in favour? 1, 2, got 4 against. 1 against and 4 abstains. Okay. Okay. Item 4. To receive and note the Quilter Cheviot Investment Management Monthly Report, the 31st October 2022. Do you proposer?
No.
Second that. All in favour? All in favour. Okay, thank you. All in favour. Item 6. Tollbridge Fund Draft Financial Statements, year ended 31st of the 3rd, 2022. To receive and approve the Sandwich Tollbridge Fund Trustee Report and Financial Statements, year ended 31st of the 3rd, 2022. Please note that the completed financial statement have to be filed with the charity commissioned by January 2023.
Recommend approval.
Yeah, second. All in favour? Oh. 1 against. 2 abstentions. Okay, thank you. 7. Sandwich Tollbridge Fund Committees to receive a proposal from Councillor Morehouse to abolish all Tollbridge Fund Committees, attachment 10.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Having reviewed the Sandwich Town Council committee structure, I feel that it's prudent to do a similar exercise with the Tollbridge Fund. So I looked at the website, the website that the Open Sandwich Design had gave all the committee names and the memberships. As I recall, we had finance, advisory, museum and archives, one pertaining to the property portfolio, and the other one was for the halls. I can find no such information on the website at all. Also, when we revert back to last Monday, we had the Finance and General Purposes Committee. Immediately after that was the Tollbridge Fund Finance Committee was scheduled. It was in court because of the lack of members present. If you actually look now at the trustees report that was submitted to the Charity Commission, it says quite clearly here, the legal trustee of Sandwich Tollbridge Fund is Sandwich Town Council. The council comprises the following elected councillors who have equal voting rights on matters relating to the charity. Therefore, it is a contradiction of terms to have a committee. So I'm proposing the immediate abolition of all Sandwich Tollbridge Fund committees.
Councillor Gray.
I don't think that's the right thing to do. We need to have a finance committee for the Tollbridge Fund, and equally there needs to be a museum and archive committee, because after all that it does have its own money which sits within the Tollbridge Fund.
Right.
And I just don't think it's right to abolish all committees.
No, I agree with you on this, is because they're two completely different things. One Sandwich Town Council with its own chequebook and balances, and the other one is Sandwich Tollbridge,
Which is a charity.
which is a charity, and also a lot of the festival grants are through the Tollbridge Fund, so they're completely set. So we all the councillors are on that committee of the Tollbridge, and also we've got the accredited museum, which is wholly funded by the Tollbridge. So I'm against it. Councillor Flynn.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I agree with yourself and Councillor Graham, and while there may be some efforts to streamline some of the business, I don't think we can consider abolishing all of the committees based on a one-sentence proposal. So I'd be against it.
I'd like to second Councillor Morehouse's proposal. We can always make working groups if we need to. We don't need all these committee meetings. It's a charity. It's not a council or a corporate body. It's just a charity. Why can't we just have the Could you stop laughing, please? That is so rude when you laugh.
Okay, that's your opinion.
No, it's everybody's opinion. You
Can we
don't laugh.
carry on,
Carry on.
please?
Why do we need
Mr. Mayor.
Come on, no, come on, councillors, come on, stop it now. Just be,
Who should stop it, Mr. Mayor?
well, everyone should stop it and just carry on as normal.
Councillor
Ignore
French
it.
should stop laughing.
Look, talk to me.
I can't talk to you and say, Councillor Friend, could you stop laughing, please?
You would know if you were looking at me.
I can hear him. He does it lots of times.
Okay.
Okay, I agree with Councillor Morehouse. We don't need committees. We could decide everything together in the Sandwich Tollbridge Fund, and we could then have working groups if particular subjects arise, just like we're doing. I've never been a trustee of a charity before, but I'm sure there are lots of committees and things.
We've been one of this one for nearly 4 years.
No, I said I've never been a trustee of another.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Sands.
Yeah, what's the advice from officers regarding this?
I can't give you advice about general committee structure because I'm not the CEO, but all I would say is that it's important to consider the finances at the same time as considering the town council finances, or as close to as possible. And the previous situation where we had a STC finance committee before an STBF finance committee was the closest we could get to having a cohesive discussion about all the integrations that actually exist between the two organisations.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I agree with Councillor Gray, my friend. What's the point of abolishing all the committees and then setting up 4 or 5 different working groups? It's a bit silly, to be honest. There's committees there and structure in place. As I said, there's different monies in different pots for different things within the town council, and they need to be looked at accordingly. So I propose that this is rejected.
I propose it isn't rejected, because why can't we just talk about the financial things here? Why
It's the
can't-
way that the Tollbridge fund is set up as a registered charity,
I know.
and they've got to be
and
completely separate from the town council. The meetings are completely separate.
I completely
But you're talking about
understand.
shoving it under a committee of the town council.
No, I'm not talking about that. I
Or
am
we're having a
saying
working group.
we have a Sandwich trustees, whatever it is, meeting every month. Why can't we just talk about finances and things here? Apparently it's really funny when I say that, but
Councillor Morehouse.
I don't recall making any proposal for working groups.
No.
I do recall saying following that the council the legal trustee of the Tollbridge Fund is Sandwich Town Council, and the council comprises the following elected councillors who have equal voting rights.
Yeah.
And we discuss financial matters, we approve financial statements, etc., as trustees of the Tollbridge Fund. I cannot see why we would need to have separate committees to do this.
But the trouble is, councillor, is like the finance officer says, the finances are intermingled. So you've got to have the meetings at the same time or on the same evening. If you're going to have a finance, that one of the committees having a meeting 6:30, we just discuss, they won't be meeting with the Tollbridge Fund, will they? Because it won't be the full council. So it's got to be a full council meeting.
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's right.
You agree?
I can actually see the point of retaining the finance and general purpose committees, because when we are, particularly this time of the year, we're now talking about the budgets
That's right.
for the council as well as for the Tollbridge Fund.
Right.
They are so interrelated. I don't really understand how they're related, but I hope I'm going to understand that tomorrow when I hope I will sit down with the finance officer and talk about this. But I can see they do need to be discussed at the same time. And if you have the Finance and General Purposes Committee discussing it, and the Tollbridge Fund is only meet once a month, I think there's going to be a huge problem in agreeing the budgets at this time of the year, where we are under time
Which
constraints,
is next month.
because we have to give.
We've got 1 month.
Yeah, so I can actually see that, but I can't see the necessity for any other committees.
Mr Mayor, I made a proposal for this motion to be rejected.
Which I
Need a
have
second.
a second.
Well,
But
hang on, Councillor Graham will just
What I will say is that if we do continue with the separate finance committee for the council and for the Tollbridge Fund, it should have the same membership. Otherwise, it will get so convoluted.
That's right.
You know, because the finances of each are so intermingled and intertwined, people need to understand that, and we just waste an enormous amount of time.
I'll try to untangle them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd just like to give a point of order, a real point of order. Didn't Councillor Morehouse put the first motion on the table?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
discussing the.
No, I thought somebody just said, I'd like to.
Well, we'll have a vote in a minute, Councillor. Councillor Morehouse.
I'm prepared to amend the proposal to include Councillor Gray's concerns over the Finance Committee. Therefore, retaining a Finance Committee with the Tollbridge Fund, but abolishing all the other committees.
Well, I don't think that's going to work. Councillor Graham.
As I said earlier, the museum and archives effectively have their own money ring fence.
Yeah.
And it would be so much better to have a committee
Yeah.
running that.
That's right. Yeah. You've got to have the same councillors on the same committee, Councillor Moore, so it doesn't work out at the moment, the way it's set up.
Mr Mayor,
Excuse me, yeah, just let.
I have my hand up first. Is it okay if you would like to?
You spoke about 3 times, Councillor.
I know, and I
Can
just want to say one more thing. I don't believe that Sandwich Town Council and Sandwich Tollbridge Fund should be linked like this. They're completely separate entities.
But they are.
They are.
Yeah, I know they are, and I don't agree with
Yeah,
it.
but they've been for 50 years. Councillor Friend.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. I'm chairman, actually, of the Tollbridge Fund. Perhaps we could move this forward. You know, there is the scope to reduce down the committee burden. We need a proper report with some actual structure and recommendations as to how some of those functions will be operated, I guess. But yeah, with the recommendation being trustees are to consider abolishing all Tollbridge Fund committees, I can't support that.
No,
But,
especially at this time. Councillor House.
Further amend that we retain the Museum and Archives and Finance and abolish all the other committees.
How do you work the finance out with the other committee? You go to the same councillors, don't you?
But we're being asked to consider something that has absolutely no detail apart from one sentence.
Yeah,
We need to maintain the status quo for the time being, and
especially
then
now.
if we want to look at it further, then another working group would probably be the way forward.
Yeah,
Which is another one.
yeah. Councillor Wild.
Just looking at the council's website, there isn't a single set of minutes from any Tollbridge Fund committee on there, going back to January 2020, so nearly 3 years. So that raises the question of whether the Tollbridge Fund has been working perfectly well without these committees meeting or publishing their minutes, or whether we can.
We generally just have the meetings after the town council meetings, don't we? That's how we've always done that.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why the Tollbridge Fund cannot deal with the museum items as and when necessary? I don't recall discussing any museum items at this meeting, apart from the one at the last meeting about acquiring an artefact.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's more than a 15-minute.
We've discussed
any Tollbridge Fund meeting.
we discussed the moving the archives, haven't we?
Yes, in the Tollbridge Fund.
In Tollbridge, yeah, that's
No,
what I'm
we're a
saying.
committee.
We're not a.
No, because we're all the committee of the Tollbridge Fund.
Yes, but
Yes, I
the
already said that.
proposal is that the committees of the subcommittees of the committee of the Tollbridge Fund are abolished. That's the proposal.
Councillor.
Thank you. I agree with Councillor Friend. I think these are really complex issues and issues which those of us without huge experience of the administration, I think would really appreciate some sort of proper analysis and looking at different functions which need to be fulfilled and whether those really need a separate committee to implement them or not. But my feeling is stick with the status quo but review it.
Yeah. Councillor Ray.
Can I ask one thing? I don't know whether it can be done at this meeting or not, but I think we do need the Tollbridge Fund Finance and General Purposes Committee to meet over the next few weeks because we've got the budgets to approve. But the membership of the committee are different. Could we resolve that the Council Finance and General Purpose Committee and the Tollbridge Fund Finance and General Purpose Committee have the same membership? I don't know whether that can be.
No, it's not on the agenda. Not on the agenda. No. Councillor Sampson.
Mr Chairman, perhaps we should move towards a vote.
Yeah, or Councillor Morehouse's proposal. So Councillor Morehouse's proposed now, the councillors.
I seconded it.
Seconded it. Who's in favour of Councillor Morehouse?
With Councillor Gray's thing about the finance committee.
Well, I'm listening to
That's
Councillor
up to
Gray
you.
and Councillor Gray.
Yeah.
So who's in favour of Councillor Morehouse's suggestion to abolish the committees of the Sandwich Tollbridge Fund?
Except the finance one. That's what Councillor
I
Morehouse.
did say to set the finance one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm for that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So who's it? That's 6-4, isn't it? Who's against? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There'll be me, so that'll be 7, wouldn't it? Is that right?
Can you be clear, please?
Well, there's 1, 2. You're. Can we put the 4 up again? Andy did do that. Who's for this proposal? Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's against? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 7. Yeah.
Six?
Hang on,
No, there are five.
The mayor, plus Jeff's vote.
Cast a vote from the chair.
Jeff's got a vote and a
But he
casting
hasn't
vote.
voted
I
yet.
have.
Oh, right.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
7.
5.
Six.
You can't have a casting vote unless it's the same.
It's
Yeah.
6-6.
Six.
It's 6-6, and because the chair's done the casting vote, which is 7 against.
No, it's 5.
No, so the mayor gets to vote as Jeff's got his own vote.
Yeah, the mayor only gets to vote as a councillor, not whether.
Yeah,
Does it just
he
cast
gets
the
his
vote?
vote as a trustee and then the casting vote as the chair.
No.
Yes, you
No,
do.
read the standard
Councillor,
orders.
please.
Casting vote is if it's a tie,
There is a tie.
There is a tie.
but it was 5.
No, 6.
I voted
Chair.
against it.
Jeff can
6.
vote as a councillor, as a trustee.
There were 6
then he
for,
gets the
6
casting
against.
vote.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay?
So you voted against
Yeah, I
it,
don't
and-
agree with it, especially at this time, with the budgets being set and everything. It's the wrong time. It's the wrong time. As what it is, councillor Myers, it's the wrong time. So perhaps it can be reviewed later on, but not at this present time. We've only got a month to sort things out.
Mr Mayor, that motion obviously failed. That doesn't mean the opposite of that motion is passed, so we need to put forward a motion to not abolish the Toddler Fund committees,
Review.
but review.
That review it. Yeah. So you're proposing that?
Seconded.
All in favour of that it's re-reviewed? Yeah, I think it's passed, isn't it? Okay.
When are we going to review it? 6 months' time?
And we're still
okay.
stuck with different memberships of the Finance and General Purposes Committee.
Yes.
And there's nothing we can do
Well,
about it.
there is. No, but we'll have to have a meeting, won't we, to sort this out the next month, because we've got to set the precept. So we'll have to have an extraordinary special meeting, finally.
What,
And
to
also-
sort out the membership of the committee?
No, to sort out the precept. Is that right? Could be sorted, isn't there?
Well, the precept has to be applied for by the end of January,
Yeah.
and before that, we need to, salaries need to be reviewed and recommended to the Sandwich Town Council FGP meeting, and then we need to discuss Toddler Fund budgets and approve both before we can set the precept, apply for the precept.
That's a thing.
As the membership of the Sandwich Tollbridge Fund Finance Committee is so limited, suggests that Finance Officer canvasses those members to see a suitable date that everyone can make it.
Okay, thank you. Right. Item 8, Museum Christmas closure. To receive and note a report from the Museum Coordinator advising Christmas closure dates. Okay.
No,
Shall I declare an interest in this as I'll volunteer?
Not really, no, we just volunteer. So you're in favour of everyone's happy with the Christmas closing dates?
Yeah.
I think so. Thank you. Item 9, date of next meeting, Monday the 19th of December 2022. Thank you.
What's it asked?